you're looking for strategic and actionable business advice, then you've come to the right place. Each week, we'll provide you with valuable information that will help you grow your practice profitably. Hi, I'm Debra.
And I'm Sabrina, and welcome to Chiropractic Purpose to Profits. We will be your guides to creating a profitable practice and an abundant lifestyle. Whether you're just starting out or have been in practice for years, we have something for everyone. So make sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications so that you never miss an episode. So in today's episode, we're going to be talking about what is Profit First. We've been talking about the mindset and getting ready to implement Profit First and some of the reasons why Profit First is so great for your practice. But today we wanted to dive in a little bit deeper, talk about a few of our clients that we've worked with that have used Profit First, what a difference it made for them in their practice, and then a little bit about what you can do to get started using Profit First. So when it comes to Profit First, it can be an all-encompassing idea. So when you're getting started with something new, it's always good to start from the beginning and break it down into a small piece.
So today, it really sounds exciting, Sabrina, talking about Profit First and letting people know some of the experiences we've had working with so many chiropractors, and even more importantly, the experience they've had in working with Profit First. I know one thing that always becomes the first challenge is getting people to know we're going to open up a few bank accounts, and they don't know why. Why are we opening up these bank accounts? I think that would be an important place to start. Why don't you elaborate on that a little bit? Like, why have these bank accounts? What's the purpose of it? What does it do for you?
So one of the things about Profit First is that it's based on what's considered the envelope system or bank accounts. And what's really cool about having these different bank accounts is it makes it super simple for you to understand where your cash is going and what your earnings are. So now instead of trying to read your financial statements on a weekly or a monthly basis to try to figure out how your practice is performing, you can just open your app right on your phone for your bank. You can quickly see, are you meeting your earnings targets or revenue targets for this week? And then you can also see how you're spending. I think as a business owner, this is one of the greatest benefits of Profit First, because quite frankly, we're all busy providing services to our patients and our practice and whatever we're doing. I mean, even for our own business, I remember, and this is a story that we talk about in the book. I remember one Friday after a long week of working with our clients, and it was a busy time of year, and we had been doing all these financial reviews for everybody. And I was like, well, I want to know how we're doing. How is our practice performing? And I was like, this is so unfair. Everybody else knows, but we don't know anything. And I think you probably feel a lot of the same in your practice as a chiropractor, because you spend most of your time providing care to your patients. And it's very similar to how we work. We spend a lot of our time providing financial services to our clients, and there's not a lot of time left over for financial management. So it kind of leaves you in the dark a lot. And so this one Friday, I remember sitting there and I was reading through financial statements, and, I know how to read them, but it becomes overwhelming when it's yourself, because you start to see it as a reflection of how hard you worked and your self-worth. And I started to feel like this overwhelming sense of dread. It didn't matter what the financial statement said, but I just felt dread. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how our practice is performing. I don't know, are we making money? Are we losing money? I don't know. What does this say? And I was just totally overwhelmed. And I felt to myself, we have to find a better way to do this. I can't run a business totally in the dark as to our cash flow. I mean, I knew we were good. There was money in the bank. So, I wasn't bouncing checks. But I didn't know if our efforts were getting us closer to our goals, or if we were overspending in other areas and skimping on things like owner's compensation or any sort of reward for us. And, it's funny thinking back about it, because you think, I'm an accountant. You should know that. But it's just, it can be overwhelming reading financial statements. And funny thing was, shortly after that, we found Profit First because I was like kind of at my wit's end with it. It was just too much. And I really wanted to be able to manage our practice better. And that's when one of our clients, like a week or so later, came in and said, you should really start using Profit First. We read about it and we want to implement it for our business. And I remember reading the book going, oh, this is the answer that we've been looking for after a while when I got to the end. So I think, it just really changes your whole ability to manage your practice and your cash flow.
Yeah, Sabrina, that's so true that you shared that story, because I remember when you were like, we can't do this anymore. We're so busy, and then we don't have time for what we need to do for ourselves. And I think, too, the biggest thing that you just said is it allowed you to have the opportunity to look in one place and know if you were reaching your goal. And that's what so many people want to do. And, Profit First does allow you to see that. And we have a lot of surprises to come up over the next couple of weeks that we're going to talk about, that, there's even a bank now that makes the whole Profit First system be so much easier. And we're pretty excited. Sabrina, just the other day, we had that great call. So what else can we do? What else can they do, Sabrina? So, yes, this helped, but there was more to it. I think one of the exciting pieces were we actually had a profit account, which, the book goes into in detail, but that's a big step for people to actually put money into a profit account and see that grow.
Yeah, exactly. And, you start to feel like you matter again. And I think that's one of the things that you start to, if you don't manage your finances well and you don't manage your practice, you start to feel like you don't matter. And the profit account really reinforces that you do matter and your efforts do make a difference. So if you want to get started today with the Profit First system, we recommend you go to the bank and open just one more account. And as your revenue comes in, you take 1% of the revenue that you're generating and put it in your profit account. And even if it's 5 cents, I really don't care. It's just a matter of the fact that you're taking money and allocating it to yourself and saying to yourself that you matter, that your efforts matter, that being profitable matters, and that's something that you're going to be committed to. Because as your revenues grow and as you implement the system, you'll start to see your profit account, that percentage maybe in a couple of months is 2%, maybe it's 3%, maybe it's 5%. It grows with you as you implement the system, and it's just a rewarding feedback loop that will just encourage you to continue forward with the system.
Sounds great. So I guess today's takeaway is, go open up that checking account and start your profit account. And if you do that one thing, you'll have already done one thing to help you achieve Profit First in your practice.
So thank you for joining us for another great episode of Chiropractic Purpose to Profits. Be sure to subscribe below and click the notification bell so that you never miss an episode. We'll see you next week.